Nope. Okay.
But Michelle Washington,
go ahead, hit me up.
she's here to talk about the 2025 Met Gala. It's going to be co-chaired for the first time in history by all black men.
That means I can go? I can go?
Yes, you could.
Yeah, you could do
but
that.
you're going to have to be fly, though. You're going to have to be
dress
fly.
up.
Yeah, no T-shirt.
There's a dress code.
You got your T-shirt game is nice.
Yeah.
But for this,
Yeah.
they ain't letting you through the door.
Okay, all right.
I know. We're going to have to change
I
you.
can help you.
You
I
can
can
help
help
me.
you out.
Of
Yeah.
course she can.
Hook him
Oh,
up.
so let me tell everybody.
Go for it.
So celebrating the history of menswear through the lens of the black diaspora. Now some may not know what the Met Gala is. I'm gonna give the book answer, and then Michelle gonna bring us in.
Okay.
It's a charity event and fundraiser for the Costume Institute of the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York City. This is an annual event. It's normally the first Monday of May.
Yes. And
So Michelle Washington, everybody.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here, and y'all are looking dynamite fabulous.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Normally, I'm feeling myself, but whenever Michelle come
It got
through,
bigger.
I be saying, "Dang, I should have had a brooch." I got no tie pin, no lapel pin.
wow.
It's just- Michelle has everybody looking down at their own gear
yeah.
whenever she walk up in here.
I didn't change my shoes already.
Okay, but you're rocking the tie though, son.
Oh, yeah. This is a good time.
I forgot, and I would have done a little more.
Yeah.
They
I just-
can't see y'all, but they trust
Oh, they
me.
gonna
Okay,
see
the
us.
TV style
Yeah.
expert, the couture connoisseur, and
Uh.
GQ insider.
Hey,
You want to see it? Michelle.
that was
What?
dope.
Yeah.
Well, the Met Gala, let me tell you, I cannot wait. It is like fashion's Christmas. May 5th, 2025. And this year, they have dubbed it the Superfine Tailoring. Okay? Superfine fashion. Tell me something. And, as men,
Yeah.
tell me, what is it about black men and fashion that just creates electricity in the room in the same sentence as you say it? Because obviously,
Yeah.
Vogue agrees.
I can tell you, it's the confidence, it's the swagger that we embody, because we know what it was like to walk around with the burlap bags and the hand-me-downs, but when you get that fit and you are properly fitted, man, you got to be seen, and you know that you are sitting out there, the sun is gleaming off of that skin, and you walk in. That's what we do.
Can I go a little further?
Oh,
Can I
yes.
go a little further just for a second?
Oh, yes.
All right, so I'm not even playing with y'all. The color black, when you see the color black, it could be a T-shirt, but you can make a black T-shirt look fly.
Yeah.
I'm looking at a black box right now, and I can't keep taking my eyes off it. Like, I'm looking at look at that black box, but it looks good though.
Yeah.
Now, if it was white, I don't know if I'd be looking at it like that. I feel like white repels the eye. So I think that there's something in us that because we are black, we're melanated, that we attract the eye. And so when you put clothes on us, it's just, it looks different. It fits different. It feels different. And so people might see our non-melanated friends wear something. And we're like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But they see a black person wear it, and they're like, ooh. They hear a black person say it. They're like, ooh. They see a black person eating it. They're like, ooh.
And Vogue obviously agrees. Now let's talk about.
I like it. Yeah, let me drop one in on
Uh-oh,
Give
now
me
we
a
doing
gem.
something.
Let me
We cooking
elevate.
out.
Let me elevate
We
this.
cooking. We cooking.
If we are descendants of kings, have you ever seen a king walk with his head down when he walks in the room?
Hey, I'm walking out. Dog. He
Amen.
did
Hey,
And that's all I'm gonna say.
Dang.
That's all I'm gonna say.
End the show. Let's go home.
You brought us out.
Michelle, whenever I am three-piece suited, not today. I went with the Mr. Rogers neighborhood sweater, but I do commonly get from my friends who are not melanated what they always say. Man, I love that. I love that shirt. I love that. What is that? Salmon. I don't want to say pink. And so they say, I couldn't pull that off. And so I always think about that. Well, that's why you can't. Because it's the lack of confidence and swagger with it. If you see it and you got to have it and you got to rock it, that's what sells it.
You have hit the nail on the head. It is all about confidence. So the exhibit for the Met Gala, people see the red carpet, but once you get inside, we're talking about dandyism from the 18th century to the present.
Nice.
And what I love is I'll call them the A-list first line of fashion dandies.
Yeah.
You have actor Coleman Domingo.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Race car driver Lewis Hamilton.
Hey, I know him.
He was just in town. He was just
Okay.
here. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We should have said something to him
I
while
know.
he was here. Then you have rappers ASAP Rocky and
Okay.
Pharrell
Uptown.
Williams.
Hey, two
You
up,
know
two
Steph,
down.
right?
Yeah,
Two up, two
yeah,
down.
yeah. He from VA. We skateboard together. I know him.
Well, you know, it's no surprise that it's Pharrell Williams because he's the creative director of Louis Vuitton.
That's what I was about to say because he just did the Olympics, right?
Yep.
And so like if I remember correctly, did Louis Vuitton get just America stuff or did they get everybody's stuff?
Let me tell you, Louis Vuitton was
killed
all
it.
over it.
Yes.
They
Yeah.
brought the torch in Louis Vuitton
Yeah, they
luggage.
did.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
All right.
It-
And
Oh,
then,
Francais.
Especially after Dion said, "I'm bringing my luggage," and it's
Yeah.
Louis. Louis been killing
Michelle
it, right?
could back me up on this. For those who've never been to Paris, France, when you go in front of the Louis Vuitton store, they have an attaché.
Yep.
They have a briefcase, wherever your lingo is, that is larger than life. It's probably 25, 30 feet tall.
Dang.
Outside of the building. It's a sight to behold.
You must have seen my passport. Yes, I have been. I've been to Paris, Italy, Taiwan,
Look at you
Taipei,
now.
Bangkok, all in the name of fashion.
Good grief.
Oh, you're well traveled.
Well traveled.
I love
but,
it.
You know, a girl get tired. My arms, flying all around.
She just flew in.
When your arms are tied, there we go.
Dang, and all I get out, the farthest I've been is to Bay City.
Oh, well. I got a real treat for you. Who's the honorary chair of the Met Gala among the Coleman Domingo, Lewis Hamilton, A$AP Rocky, Pharrell Williams? Get ready for it. LeBron James.
You got it.
Not the king, not the king.
Yo,
Yes.
are you serious? Because he's a fashionable dude.
Yes,
and I'm
he
not
is.
gonna lie. Every time I see that dude come out, you gotta watch. They call it's not the red carpet, but it is the red carpet. Because when they
Yes.
walk in for that tunnel walk, you looking at everything from
Yeah.
the shoes and up. And for me, as a taller guy, I look at what he wears. Now
Yes.
we're not the same figure, but to see a bigger dude, see how I did that? See a bigger dude rocking something, you're like, ooh, I wouldn't mind rocking those shoes or the sweaters. I always look at as he's gotten older now. It's kind of cool to see his style.
Oh, he'll do double breasted,
Dude,
on, like that. In the,
I was cool with him
snap.
rocking the shorts and the full jacket. I thought it was cool.
He goes for it.
He went for that one.
But y'all also brought up a good point. The tunnel is now
Yes.
the new fashion
Oh, yeah.
runway.
Yes.
Oh,
If a brand can get their items on an athlete, all of a sudden sales skyrocket.
Yep.
Michelle, I'm sorry if I'm sidetracking, but to your point, this was a big year for the WNBA.
Yes.
And I have never seen so much tunnel fashion in WNBA than this year. And I know Caitlin Clark was good for on the court.
Absolutely.
And she brought eyes.
Come on now.
But Angel Reese said, you can't mess with me in the tunnel.
Hey.
Well,
And that made others, I feel like, Michelle, it made others step their game up. Would you agree with that? The fashion overall for the WNBA?
mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Okay.
That's the front pew talking.
Yes.
You know what I
The
think.
fan is waving.
You know what I feel like it was like? Okay, and so as much as and we love AI, we all love Allen Iverson, right? When David Stern instituted that that dress code, the infamous dress code,
Yeah.
On one hand, some people are like, oh man, he was being racist, whatever.
Yeah.
On the other hand, it made these millionaires step their fashion game up, and then all of a sudden, you started seeing there was a pride. There was the on court, the off court were starting to match up because you have to have a uniform. On court, off court, all of a sudden these guys are suited and booted, and next you know, young black men like myself are like, "Yo, I wouldn't mind dressing like that." Or, "Yo, I remember." Okay, this is Jay-Z too. When we started wearing because we had to get in the clubs and you had to be in dress code.
Yeah.
we all started dressing better.
Yeah.
I'm just being real.
Yeah.
We all started dressing better, and I don't think it ever stopped. Now we have a little more pride in ourselves. Every once in a while, I slip up. Like I might not be the best, but I know that, man. When I was rocking that size 48 and it was hanging off, you know.
Yeah.
Man, as soon as Jay-Z changed this, as soon as the dress code changes, we saw Allen Iverson dressing up. We saw Jordan was still rocking the giant pants because that's just who he is. He gets a pass.
Yeah.
Jordan's gonna wear giant pants to the day he dies. But everybody else stepped their game up. And so I feel like what you're saying with the WNBA, that was the same thing that happened with the NBA. I watched more videos and clips from the WNBA in their games and in their tunnel than anything else this year.
Yeah.
Well, you have to have the shoes to go with the outfit.
Here we go.
And I'm just gonna say it. The elephant in the room. Nike did not have the best year.
Man, Nike dropped.
No.
Who had the best?
Reebok got Angel Reese. A couple other brands. New Balance stole a couple.
Yes, they did.
The girl that was went to UCLA. She plays for the Sparks. Her name eludes me. Yeah, they not getting all the talent.
They did
Who
not.
had the best? I want to know who you think had the best.
Well, they changed CEOs, as you know.
Right.
Yeah.
And the new CEO has some Austin roots.
Oh, really?
Oh, look him up, Mr.
Okay.
Hill.
Oh,
yes.
wow.
This is out in Oregon. Yeah, Oregon, right? Because at the main campus.
Yes.
Who do you think? So, if you could give us an idea, who do you think had? And we'll talk about just shoes because clothes will be a whole different thing. Who do you think had the best year in terms of shoes? Then, and we'll say just for 2023. So,
I'm going to say.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Reebok, Puma.
I think you know what LaMelo. That was
Yes.
my son had I think we
bought
bought
'em.
3 different LaMelos.
Yeah.
Okay, Puma.
And it's because people are taking chances. They're like, okay, you want to think, okay, are we branded out?
Okay.
Are we tired of being logos and billboards for
Right.
$1 million brands?
Right.
If I'm going to wear a swoosh, then I want Nike to wear a Michelle t-shirt. You know, I'm like, we're not the billboards. And people, there was a time that we were about that. That was in the 80s. And now we're about uplifting ourselves.
Correct.
As we should be.
Yeah.
So, but everything has a circle. Everything
Yep.
swings around. But clothes and shoes go together.
Yep.
You have to top it off.
So you're telling me I need to start looking inward instead of outward? I need to start looking at maybe the brand, whatever it was that I was like, ew, I would never be caught wearing that. That might be the next thing. Because I know that happened with Champ. What was it, Champs? No, Champion. Champion used to be a thing. If we had Champion when I was a kid, you're like, oh, man, I'm a champion.
You had to have that C.
But now it's a big deal. It was like the shoes were a thing. I saw kids wearing slides. That's the thing. I didn't wear no slides, man. Yeah, shoes. These Yeezy slides.
Goodness.
That was the wildest thing.
Yeah.
Well, see, now you're going to take me down a different trail. But
here.
fashion
I'm here.
encompasses everything.
I'm here.
And now you are approaching the psychology of fashion because clothes cannot fix what's between the ears.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's a clip. We clipping that.
That's true.
Clothes cannot fix what's between the ears.
It's true.
Nice.
So, Michelle, what happened to the Met Gala to get to this point, though? Is there somebody at the top that you think did that? I'm just so impressed that they want to go this direction. I'd like to point at somebody because I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm happy about it, but
When we look in the press and we see Fashion Week, and let's go back to Dapper Dan. Who has finally got his
Yes, he has.
reward.
Yeah.
And he's been the topic of discussion. He's been the most awarded, and you can say whatever you want, that he began this way and he took labels and logos, but he made his way to fame. Now, this was merging the hip-hop culture with the fashion industry, and the fashion industry looked down on the rap culture back in the 80s.
Yeah.
They would not lend clothes, so
Yep.
Dapper Dan filled the gap. Then fashion said, oh my goodness, look how much money we've been missing.
Yes.
Finally.
Finally.
Yeah.
So then after the 50th anniversary of hip hop, they had to tell the whole story. And then look at our black performers, our black athletes. They have been claiming the front rows internationally.
Yeah.
Not just New York Fashion Week, but Milan Fashion Week,
Yes.
Paris Fashion Week,
Yes.
London Fashion Week.
yes.
And they have been tearing up that front row. People are not even looking at the runway.
No.
It's like, oh, you're here for this show. Oh, but let's see what Beyonce is wearing.
Yes.
Let's look at Miss Miss Jackson if you're nasty.
Hey,
coming through the door.
Yeah, she Miss Jackson to me.
Nasty. I
Yeah.
think, yeah.
Yeah.
You, look, tell him my age, because I know that whole
That's
album
all right.
backwards and front.
You caught a couple of the things that got repurposed. So we don't actually know your age, Miss Shap.
It don't
I'm
show?
some age.
There you go. I'm feeling that. I like that answer.
Michelle, when you knew you were going to come here with us, what were the key points you wanted us? I want to make sure we get all of the points that you wanted to get out about them. Was there anything that we didn't cover before? Because I got at least one or two more I want to lob at you. So what else do you think did you want to make sure that we covered?
That this is the age and time of representation of brown culture, that it is being seen and noticed by mega magazines and mega media, that Black dandyism is a recognition of something that has been a part of our African diaspora forever. But hey, it's great that you're recognizing it and that the world will see it.
When I take it back to fashion, what brought me to this point is I was asking, why couldn't we have had this in the 80s? Yeah. Now, I will tell my age, Michelle, because I know this is before your time, but there used to be a show called Miami Vice. And there was a Caribbean brother that looked so good down in that Miami Heat that you never thought he was hot. And he had on double-breasted, and it was tight. And you know him as Tubbs. Okay. So I probably lost you a little bit of that because you're a youngin', Michelle. But that I felt like during those days, he should have been on every magazine. He should have been doing it. And so I want to give that brother the props, because that's the only time I can remember when we dominated and people were like, when they thought of fashion, they thought of Black dandyism, they thought of that brother. I want to go back to there, unless, maybe we can go to Cab Calloway. But you know what I'm saying? Like in my time, that's the earliest one that hit me.
Well, I'll say that Miami Vice wasn't past my bedtime.
Oh, okay, so she might have got a little bit when she was youngin'.
Pastel colors.
Oh, yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Making pink and canary yellow.
Yes, ma'am.
And baby blue look good while fighting crime.
Yes.
And don't make me sing the theme song. I will do it.
All I could think is those flamingos standing when it came on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can go back as far as Cab Calloway.
Yes.
The zoot suits are a part of dandyism. Dandyism is about diaspora, confidence, freedom, presentation of dress and confidence.
Love that.
Not about trends.
No, it's who you are, and that is the thing I love the most about what this generation is coming up in right now, is that you can express yourself in a multitude of different ways. Like I go with NBA because that's our most stylish members first. You have some guys that you have some of their dress may be closer to what we would consider traditionally femme. You have some of it that may be considered like traditionally masculine or grunge. And then you have some that are like gender bending as far as the direction. You may have something that's closely cropped. You may have high-waisted. You may have midriffs. I'm literally describing one player right now. I'm just picturing Russell Westbrook, the way he shows up.
Yes.
You look at him and sometimes, he gets lambasted sometimes that, oh my goodness, what does he have on? But there's no denying that is a strong, powerful Black man. He just started a school. He's married to a Black queen. He's doing all the things, and he expresses himself and he shows kids. And I say I like it when you can show yourself in such a way that people can go, that's weird. And they go, it's not weird. It's just not comfortable for you. Exactly. It's not normal for you. But he is in his skin. He's in his skin so much that he's okay to show it. And you can't try to do the whole, they always try to attack the masculinity. Oh, he's not. But I mean, he got kids. And he's married. And even if he is, there's no issue with that, because he'll still go out and put 40 on your head right now.
Okay.
I love everything about that. And so the idea of us not being a microcosm, that instead we are a heterogeneous mixture of what it is to be a wonderful dressed Black individual. I love that. And so that's what I'm jealous sometimes, because when I came up, I'm from Texas. I'm from Austin. We had to dress a certain way for us to fit in. And after that, I look at like my daughter's 16, my son's 14. They could wear anything. She has some days she's emo. She has some days she's hyperfemme. She has some days she might have just threw on some pajamas or whatever. Either way, that's Simone 24/7. And so I love that for them. Yeah.
All right then.
Yeah, and she's in fashion. She's in a fashion design class right now, and that's the most proud thing.
Next generation,
dude. Yeah, straight up.
Making me proud.
We here, man.
Is it too early for him to start her on the brooch game?
Oh, it's never too early.
She's an accessory girl too, so I like this idea. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Then I was right on. Can I just offer you two more little examples here? Eddie Murphy. There are two examples of Eddie Murphy. So when he did Delirious and Raw, so when we think of Eddie Murphy in them leather suits, come on, was every brother interested in those leather suits when he came out at both times?
We were trying to find that red leather
Everybody
suit.
wanted. And then the second thing, when he did Harlem Nights, it was a period piece. But tell me, even though it was a period piece, because that was my coming of age as a man, and that's why I became Dapper D, because I thought there was a place to look like that 24/7.
After people saw Harlem Nights, that gave every man permission to wear bespoke tailoring.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
That was exactly what it was for me. Coming of age, getting my first job, I knew I had to have that drip. I just knew I had to have some fitted suits. So, Michelle, this was amazing. I speak for all of us when I say, hurry up and leave so we can look better again.
I can stop sucking it in.
I know.
Yeah, man.
I keep looking at the brooch.
Everything.
I have on a bracelet, but it's like.
Y'all gotta go to our Instagram, and I'm not no shade to anybody else that ever comes, but one of the most immaculately dressed individuals ever from head to toe.
You're doing it.
And oozes confidence first and foremost. Oozes confidence, vibrancy, and just pride. And it was a beautiful thing when you walked in. The way you literally lit up the room when you walked in, and I appreciate that. And then also if you look at her Instagram page, she lit up the room so much that I washed out in the photo. Y'all think it's the sun? It's an overcast day right now. It is cloudy outside.
Where the sun at?
When we took the picture though, I literally became translucent, and it wasn't because of her. It was because of her, not because of the sun. That's all I'm saying. Second sun.
Well, I like to say a smile is always in style. Keep it fashionable.
I'm with that. Oh my goodness, Michelle, thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you.
Thank you for letting us know about the 2025 Met Gala. I cannot wait. I really, really can. I hope a lot of brothers and sisters and designers get the love that they definitely supposed to have. You know what I'm saying? All right,
Michelle, can you give me a ticket?
Yeah,
I will try.
I was gonna say
It's actually close to $3,000 per plate of cold chicken and limp vegetables.
Good grief.
What'd you just say again?
If I start my paper route right now, I can have that by May 5th. I don't want you to pay for it unless you can find me a sponsor.
no, we just
That'll give me
You don't need about 3 sponsors on that one, though.
Somebody, it might want me Dapper D to wear your signature brand. I will go to the Met Gala for you.
Or we could just do like my grandma used to do, just put a bunch of chicken and hot sauce in a bag and then walk on in.
Hey,
And Michelle, I'm willing to
Already
take
got
the
mine.
bus all the way up to New York from here if we can make this happen to cut down costs.
I might be with you.
If you find anybody that wants to sponsor a brother.
Oh, you on here too? Hey, look at us. You want to sit together?
I don't know, media personality from Austin. I feel like I'm talking myself into this.
You should.
I'm about to go find some sponsors.
Yeah. Thank you, Michelle. We appreciate you coming through.
Thank
All right?
you.
All right, y'all take care. More and coming up with the morning grind.
More to come with the morning grind right here on 88.7 FM. KAZI.